Hey guys, this is Diadem Axis 98 review, probably the last one before I go into this phase of testing strings for the Whiteout and TFight 305S for the tournament plays, and yeah, I'm gonna test some specs before that, or maybe during that process. We'll see. First, I want to say it is not a pure Aero 98 copy. I think I am one of the best guys to ask how I like this racket, because I have one of the Diadem's racket in my top 5 rackets of choice. It is the Elevate Tour, slightly customized to make it more headlight. So I am very familiar with the brand's identity, and I think Axis 98 is not so far away from the Elevate. When it comes to this feel, both frames are foam filled, a bit more towards control than power, I would say. Of course, Axis 98 offers more spin. The windows here are a bit bigger, but compared to the pure Aero 98, your favorite one, I think the response is less trampoline-like, less responsive, and less jumpy. The launch angle is a bit lower with the Axis 98. You get a bit less spin, but still more compared to the Elevate or Prestige or maybe E-Zone. But I think this frame, Axis 98, actually is closer to the E-Zone than the pure Aero 98. When I hold the racket, here it feels very E-Zone-like, because yeah, the neck here is very edgy here. So when I hold it, it feels actually thin, like the E-Zone. E-Zone also has quite a thin neck here, so that has a huge impact on how the racket feels during the swing. Compared to the pure Aero 98, here it is much more rounded. So overall the frame feels more bulky in feel, I would say. So yeah, it cuts through the air a bit better, in a more traditional way, I would say. Closer to the Elevate, closer to the Prestige, closer to the E-Zone, closer to the Radical line. So yeah, I would say this one is much more traditional in response, but still giving a bit more than the Elevate. However, when it comes to this connection, I still feel more confidence with the Elevate Tour, and because the overall specs are higher on the Elevate Tour, I get still more power, more chord penetration, more reward per swing, per acceleration. So is it giving me anything more for free? I would say not. So I had similar experience with the bubble at Pure Drive 98. Actually, this is quite a good comparison to the Pure Drive 98, but this one has much better feel, much cleaner response, and yeah, in general it is a more traditional feel compared to the Pure Drive 98. So who is it for? I think this racket is for the players that want a bit more shape from their E-Zone 98, or maybe they lose the connection too fast with the pure Aero 98. Overall, it is not so far away from the Elevate. Elevate in general, yeah, it is a classic racket, but with some modern tweaks to give a bit more spin, a bit more help, a bit more power. So they just implement some different solutions to achieve similar things, I would say, because Axis 98 is still, I would say, more traditional than modern in its performance, even though the design looks much more modern. I would say it is more stable in stock form than the Elevate. I think this is the biggest issue of the Elevate line, stability per weight, and here absolutely no issues. So the potential maybe is a bit higher, the ceiling is higher with the Axis 98, even more so if you customize the racket. So yeah, the ceiling is probably a bit higher. I think it makes sense for the Diadem team to make Axis 98 Tour, just to offer something a bit heavier with a bit more natural plow through. I think this frame asks for it a little bit. The overall performance would improve with some more mass at 12, with a leather grip, or maybe just a leather grip to bump up the static wave slightly. Yeah, I just feel like something is missing, this sweet connection when you hit it clean. Even though the specs are light, I wouldn't say it feels anemic or empty. I think the racket still feels very stable, like the E-Zone, and yeah, closer to the E-Zone than the pure Aero 98. So it is worth a try, definitely. I have no business in promoting this frame, no affiliate links, so yeah, it's my honest opinion. I still prefer the Elevate and Elevate Tour. Okay, maybe compared to the stock Elevate, I would actually pick this one because it is much more stable in stock form. I miss the Elevate's pocketing sensation, but it was very hard to customize this frame. So actually, compared to the Elevate regular, this would be my pick, but compared to the Elevate Tour, I pick Elevate Tour still above the Axis 98. If I had to pick this one or the E-Zone or the pure Aero 98, it is a tough choice. I think I still would choose E-Zone or pure Aero 98. Hard to say because I'm customizing pure Aero 98. I would have to customize this one as well. This one I got in grip size 2, so it's not really a good comparison to play with specs further. With Bowlat Pure Aero 98, I can have a tendency to lose confidence, so this could be the solution then, next step. And with the E-Zone, I sometimes lack spin potential, and this could be a solution. But in their own category, I think maybe E-Zone suits my playstyle more, and then probably between pure Aero 98 and Axis 98, maybe I would pick pure Aero 98 just because how responsive it is and how unique it is compared to all the rackets I have with me. This one is in the middle, but it leaves me a bit hungry for more. So it's not a better E-Zone, it's not a better pure Aero 98, it is a racket on its own in the middle, and some might say it lacks something more, something special, something exciting. But yeah, when you customize it, maybe you will find it out. So yeah, worth a try. Good racket. I will give it around the academy to double check if my review is correct. So yeah. That's it for this review. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, next video will probably be more about strings or maybe my customization journey, so make sure to follow, and see you soon. Bye bye.